Look who we have here. We have Ghost and we have Tech. We have STC.
Yes.
What's good, guys?
What's good, brother?
Applause, man. Yeah. Let's get it. Yo.
I clap for myself. I had additional.
The best rap group in Nigeria. Talk to me, tweet me. If you like. You understand? We're here. We're talking music bands. How you guys feeling?
We're good, man. Blessed. Yes, yeah.
Not too much traffic.
There's always traffic. There was.
Lagos Train tried to do
Lagos Train threatened to come, but it was a
flash. Flash. Man, so there's a question I wanted to ask you guys for a very long time. How did your names come about?
Well, Show Them Camp, Ghost, Tech.
Tech first, Ghost, and then Show Them Camp.
Okay. I'll let Ghost go first, actually.
I'll do Show Them Camp.
Okay.
Show Them Camp was we had there were like a group of us, man, like 4 of us that really started doing this whole music thing together. Like 2 guys were behind the scenes, 3 guys were behind the scenes, and 2 of us were the rappers.
That's fine. Go on.
It's like you're not telling it right, but
fine, there were 5 of us. And this other guy, one of the guys in our group, just basically came. I think we were in a club one night, like popping bottles. Like one of the guys was popping bottles, and then he was like, this guy, why you always showing them? This your own. If this is too much, you like to just show out and then for some reason we all thought that
we're drunk and we thought this is great.
Let's do that. So everyone who knows, always make sure that you're not drunk when you choose your rap name.
And then the politically correct one is that Show Them is almost like youth empowerment. It's for people, whatever it is you do, whether you're like a creative in any way.
Show them.
Yeah, you show them, especially in Nigeria where like creative talents are not necessarily being supported. So yeah.
I like this story.
That's what it
this is one I tell my parents and people like that. Show them, actualize your dreams, people.
Man, what about Ghost?
Ghost.
I think I should tell. So this guy would never basically imagine he's the type of person that imagine like you'll be at the club, right? And the line in the club is huge. This is in England at the time. The line was huge. We just hustled our way to the front, spoken to one bouncer that we knew. Ghost is not with us at this stage, just me and some other guys. And always at the dying moment, just before you're about to enter, this guy will just show up out of nowhere. Or like maybe we're talking about him, and the next second, we're probably abusing him most of the time, and next second he just opens the door and just be like, this guy, a real ghost to chill on this your movements, and he kind of stuck. And he's never around as well,
until he's around.
Until he's around, exactly. So and more recently as well, a lot of whack TV interviews, maybe I have to go to Ogun State or something for a TV interview. Then he actually shows you the real Ghost. He doesn't show up.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I don't really just dissed Ogun State right now.
No, the TV channel.
But you just dissed Ogun State. It's like whack interviews.
Yeah,
no, but I didn't say Ogun State as well. Ogun State is one of my hardest.
I do that stammering now, but it's okay.
Are you going to let him talk to you?
Actually, let me put it out there. I actually love Ogun State. It's actually one of the most beautiful places on earth.
What about Tech?
Tech, I used to be an amazing footballer. I used to have great technical skills.
Sorry.
What happened?
I actually went for trials, funny enough, for football, but they told me I was too slow. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe they were too fast.
Maybe they were too fast. They didn't know.
Yeah.
But
now you know.
Yeah.
Now you know.
Yeah, exactly.
So what was the tech for though?
Yeah?
Tech.
Just techers, guys
We are tech.
Yes.
I didn't know this guy.
You didn't know, really?
But technical.
Techers.
Is that where tech came from? Like that slang, like tech?
It's tech.
No, but when I was growing up, which is sure how old I am, people are like, that's tech, man. I was like, yeah, so it meant something cool or something, So. Also, it means third eye concealed, which is like the deeper meaning.
Why does he always have 2 meanings for everything?
You have to sound deep sometimes. So it depends on the setting. You have to sound deep sometimes.
How long has this been going on?
Well, this guy been following me around. Yeah, pretty much. How old are you? Pretty much, he's been following me around for at least the last 10, maybe more, 12 years.
Man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
The thing is that, always, when you're growing up, there was always someone in your class who was just the cool kid. Yeah, so that was me. So what happened was, he at first just wanted cool points, and then I took him under my wing, showed him how to rap, and since then it's been the rest of the history.
This is somebody who's never there, apparently.
Let's let him make his point.
Yeah, so that's what that's what happened.
12 years. So it's clear that you said that he's never there.
Yeah.
And he always comes at the last minute. So we already know who's the case.
When they're trying to get into the club and all these guys, I just show up and get them in the club. That's what happened. Let's show up.
Ride off our way to get in the club. That could be another way to look at it.
Okay, listen. Who's the best rapper?
Ghost.
I did not expect that.
He surpassed me. It's like you know how
You guys say he surpassed
you know how like initially Thanos only had like one ring in that whack film, and then eventually he got all the 5 rings and it was better than all the other Avengers.
Sorry, just to have that on camera, did you just call him Thanos?
Who goes? Yeah, he looks like him.
Don't give this guy ammo, man, because he feeds off it.
Okay, before we go into like more like trivial things, I just want to talk about the state of hip hop. Right, you guys are the pioneers. You guys have been doing this for the longest time, and I've been a fan of yours ever since. So what do you think the state of hip hop is right now?
Okay. Well, when you say pioneers, there's some guys who have before us.
No. Everybody can get accolades.
We can get some accolades. But what I think of the times now, I think it's good. I think that there's a lot of creative people out there who have the ability to create their work and put it out there for the people to absorb. Yeah. When we started rapping, it wasn't as easy to access people's music and to get it out there, even though there were as many creative people. I don't know whether that's a good thing, because it is a good thing because it's more competitive, but it's also, I think it's a good thing because you have to be competitive for you to get to weed out the bad stuff. Yeah, and I think now I won't stick to just hip hop in terms of, because in Nigeria it's very hard to put people into just some categories. But generally in the music scene in Nigeria, creatively is flourishing right now, in my opinion. And I think hip hop is one of those. I think the only thing I would say about it is that they don't have, hip hop acts don't really have too many platforms on which to showcase their art. Other than that, generally we're working hard.
I spoke about this on the show a couple weeks ago, where MI said that he was going to actually build a hip hop festival called Wiwa Festival, and then obviously during the Christmas period last year, you guys had a string of shows. I think I was 3 of them. I remember half and half because I was really happy.
Happy is good.
That's what it was. But it's and it gave me a new hope for not just hip hop, but then it's just expression. I think that's why I appreciate hip hop and rap, because for all these singing niggas, which they are nice, they can sing, and singing it can get you in a lot of doors. But then rapping is I feel like it's the closest thing to poetry. Who are you feeling right now?
What, Nigeria?
Yeah, Nigerian.
Yeah, then go handle this.
I don't know, because I'm kind of biased. I like people with us, but I like Pro, I like Majid. I like Ozone.
That's my guy.
But I'm like I told him the other day, I said I haven't heard any of his new stuff. It's my bad.
Did you not produce Destiny?
You produced Destiny.
That's right.
That's my favorite Ozone track. That's my favorite Ozone track, actually.
I play his ball.
Stop, guys. That's the one. Okay. So some random questions.
Okay.
Right. If you choose to opt out of this question, you have to take a shot.
Wow.
Deal?
Let's do it.
All right, let's go. All right.
See, if I'm Thanos, I can just reverse time or
let's see
change
how
the
that's going to
question.
work here. Okay. So who gets mad first?
He gets mad.
First. Who's the one that's when things are not working out, they get frustrated and they might walk out?
That's my question.
Ghost.
Be honest.
Ghost.
Be honest.
Yeah, Ghost.
You want the shot?
No, I just said the answer.
But he said be honest.
Yeah, that's the honest answer.
All right.
I don't think
Do you agree?
I don't agree.
Okay. Let's use that as a test. Who's the more forgetful one?
I would say Ghost, but but he would probably say me. So because we constantly have these conversations where maybe like I said it was blue, but he remembered me saying it was red.
So listen, we're talking last is like silly questions and trying to do our best, but then we decided let's be real. Go straight to the crux of the matter.
Yes.
So take. We're talking about this J. Cole show.
Yeah.
Right? He's like, oh my god. So it's like we're talking about the J. Cole show and how, you guys were there.
Yeah.
And I was, for me, I feel like that's a letdown to Nigerian hip hop culture. Because you guys are definitely one of the people that should have been on that stage.
I think that first of all, we were there as fans to go and watch the show. But I think that the organizers of the show were not really looking at Nigerian hip hop culture. I think what they did was because I know they did one with Chance the Rapper the same weekend in South Africa. So they had these acts, they brought these acts to Africa, and then over here they kind of figured, well, we don't really know how much of a fan base J. Cole has, so we have to pad the show with people with huge fan bases. So you have Wizkid, YC, Tewa, MI actually made a lot of sense, and YC actually being on the bill. But then David and Wiz, you definitely know that a Davido concert at Echo Hotel will pack out Echo Hotel already. A Wizkid concert will similarly pack out Echo Hotel. So it's like a sure banker. Let me just bring these guys and make sure that there's a crowd first of all, and then we can feel. That's why a lot of people were. I think even they were surprised the next day that everywhere was Nigerians know J. Cole, they knew the lyrics or whatever. I don't think they really did any kind of research into who they were even bringing, to be honest. So so in a way me, I don't really, if you call me to book me for a gig, cool. If you don't, cool. We just keep plugging away and doing our own thing, So shout them out for being J. Cole in the first place.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Because a lot of nowadays, even all over the world, what you find is that artists are trying to put themselves on. They're not waiting for anybody else to do something for them. They're trying to work by themselves. So that's what we do, put on our own shows.
No, I was actually just going to say, last year, at the end of last year, you guys had a string of the Palm Wine Session shows, which you collaborated with Fomo Lagos and a couple of people, Jameson, and what I loved about that show was the fact that Tommy Thomas, Odunsi, Bosch, Ajebosa, these are all the young cats, and you're bringing them in, and you're actually creating a platform for these young cats to actually come on. For me, that is legendary, because you've never seen that. Are we going to have more shows?
Yeah, definitely. I think that for me, not trying to sound funny, but when you think about it, okay, J. Cole happened. What's the next show on the horizon? What are you looking forward to? This is a real question. What show are you looking forward to next week or the week after or the week after that? There's really nothing happening. So I really feel that it's now left to, we can either sit there and think. And for me, the way I thought about it, even in us putting together the Palm Wine Sessions, was they'll call you for some dead show at a hotel. They'll let you perform for 5 minutes. You're not really performing anything you really want to perform. You're just DJ track 3. You perform track 3, you leave, you go home. You're not happy. You yourself, you're not really happy with it. You might be happy with the check, but you're not really happy with the performance or what. There's no real engagement. And so for us, we're just man, there's really nothing happening. We need to try and create our own platform. And even started the first one we did was midway through last year was at Bogobiri. And it was small, and Bogobiri was really small and intimate. And the last one we did a festival in December at Murakola, we had 2,000 people. So even in the space of 6 months, the growth in just that thing just shows that people are hungry for music and avenues and platforms that are honest in trying to create music. Even if the people you all mentioned, Odunsi and all these people, I'm not trying to say, Odunsi, come, do your one song, get off the stage, which a lot of promoters do. It's more, okay, Odunsi fans, you're going to come, you're going to see Odunsi, he's going to perform for you, he's going to do the songs you like, and actually have an experience with the fans. That's what I think is missing from a lot of I guess corporate shows.
Yeah, and I think that's why I always think about the music industry, the music business, and we don't emphasize that business enough, because what happens is that you get people that are in the business industry to come and handle the music business, rather than people that know the music.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
One thing from the palm wine session that I noticed is that you had artists like Odunsi and Tommy Thomas. They were just in the house, you know, kissing babies, shaking hands around the corner while you guys were on stage, because obviously, like you guys were headlining, and they were really present. You know, what would you say is the next step, you know, personally, that you guys are taking on your journey as STC?
To build on that, you know, and for us, so like we've organically built a following, you know, thankfully, and we have some fans that mess with our music, and we appreciate all that. So we have to feed them and continue to build that on that momentum and the energy that we brought from, you know, each session that we did. And also, like, you know, I think the last tape we put out, this palm wine music, you know, we sort of like shifted our names and sort of because normally when you do SDC, it's just hardcore hip hop. Like these guys can rap, but they don't have any, you know, can they extend past, you know, break the barrier, so to speak.
I would say Feel Alright was kind of
Feel Alright, like you know, had that sort of what would I say, mass appeal or something, crossover appeal and all that. So I think with palm wine music, that's what it did. But with the cast that we're working with, like the younger cast, it also like helps to bridge, you know, generations together, which is what I think a lot of other hip hop artists don't do in general. You understand? And I'm not trying to knock anybody. I mean, everybody is like, you know, hustling out here. But I'm talking about if there's no reason why hip hop artists cannot create a hip hop show. Do you understand? That would be dope and sell out. I think it would definitely pop off.
Yeah, and I think to add to that, like I feel that we need to start looking at the, like you said, the music business, but also looking at it as a business. So, you know, so like my mindset business-wise is very much like a startup or a lean startup almost, where it's like, okay, we do, like there's no fear in doing something small. If you have like, I read somewhere, like me, I realized after a while that I can't take like Wizkid's fans or Lamide's fans, or because I don't make that kind of music, you know, and their fans, they have like a large number of fans. So for me, I feel that as opposed to trying to say, oh, how can I be the next Wizkid or the next Olamide, or create these songs that pander to that audience, this is my audience. It could be 10 people first, but I'm going to do what I did to get those 10 people, and I'm going to try and do it better and amplify it. So now it's like 50 people, and then amplify that so it's 100 people, amplify that it's 1,000, amplify that is, so for me it's more servicing my own key fans, you know, and just doing it better each time you come out and each time you do it, you know. And I feel that way, like it's not about like, you know, a lot of times a lot of artists are scared. They're like, okay, well, there's no shows, there's no nothing. If you have like a small space in your backyard and you can get people, that's why I love what the new artists are doing. Like Lady Donnelly, for example, she did like this living room sessions, like where she goes to people's living rooms and perform. You may not really see the impact of that straight away, but like those people that enjoy that experience, they felt it. And they'll actually go and tell somebody, yo, you know, Lady Donnelly was in my living room or whatever. And those guys are like your evangelists. They're the ones going out to constantly tell everybody about you. So I feel that it's a way. I feel it's just about reaching your fans, knowing who your fans are and reaching them and staying true to who you are. You know, yeah, like I think that's what will make things, like make artists grow. And to touch on the hip hop question you mentioned, I feel that like a lot of hip hop artists here, my main issue why it's difficult for me to is one, like everybody seems to think they're in competition, you know, and so to a large extent I feel that we're not even big enough as a unit to have that competition. Like I feel that like it's like, imagine West Coast hip hop when they came up, and Snoop Dogg and like Daz Corrupt and all these guys or whatever. Imagine they had all said, nah, me, I'm Snoop, I'm gonna do my thing, you do your own thing there, and like let's figure out, like it doesn't make any sense. But when Dr. Dre, Snoop, all these people, and then they do songs with Warren G and this person and that, they create a West Coast movement, You know, and I feel that like now we're starting, like a few people, Emma has reached out in the past and we've done stuff with him. Jesse Jags has reached out in the past, we've done stuff with him. But other than that, there's no reason why, like, you know, like I'm actually great friends with Vector, for example. We've never done a song together. Like it just like, and it's not that like he hasn't or I haven't or whatever, like we've spoken about it, but it's just never really, everybody's just working in their own little silo somewhere, and you know, you're working in your own thing, so you just never really create that energy. You know, and I feel that that's what is needed, like, you know, because there are moments where, like now, Ozone or Mujid or Poe, like there's moments where like the top tier of guys who are rapping like should actually come together and create something and put something out. And there's nothing, if it's producers are there, if there's studio is there, so why don't we actually do it? You know, that's what I think, you know, and I think that would help move the hip hop culture forward.
You know, guys, and like as a third member of SDC, you know, I've always known that, you know, we can really do this if we come together. You know, so our new album is coming out. You should watch it out. It's going to be called SDCT.
I feel like what would really make SDCT pop is the fact that as a third member of SDC, he literally just stays in the background and takes all the girls. And I think if he focuses on coming to the forefront, you know, SDCT would be the greatest thing you've ever heard of. Like stop taking all the girls. Yeah, like
I think you're right.
I think if you
let's work on this.
Share.
Okay. Yo, thank you so much. Ooh, before we go,
yes.
What is your best rap verse? It can include your writing or anybody else's.
Man, that is extremely tough.
Can I tell you mine?
Yeah, go for it.
Jay-Z's verse on Frontin'. It's my best rap verse.
On Frontin'.
Yeah.
Ever since your name was brought up, I was like, going nonchalant in front of the audience.
Like it just
I put the naughty on, but
it's just perfect. I'm like, what? It's my opinion, okay?
Mine is there too many. I have too many verses in my head.
Man, it's
Okay,
cool. Like,
let's give it like 2 or 3.
I like off the top of my head now, I could think of like so I typed a text to that girl I used to see, saying then I met this cutie pie with whom I want to be. And I apologize if this message gets you down. Then I CC'd every girl that I CC'd around town. So that's only 3 stacks.
Yeah.
Then it'll probably be I see. They touch me differently. It might be lyrical. I don't know, man.
means like
I think I know what he's thinking of.
Like for me, I would say Nas is like freedom of jail scripts inside of a baby being born. Same time a man is murdered at the beginning and end.
You know,
like rap goes,
right? So
you both just kind of make you like regret saying what I Can we do that again? Bless, bro.
And then as well a lot of Kendrick Lamar stuff.
Man,
a lot of Kendrick.
I do like a lot of Kendrick.
Ooh, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole.
Kendrick.
I don't know. You know, I've had this conversation with a lot of people, and everybody. Me, I'm a big J. Cole fan. I'm a big Kendrick fan. I don't know why people are saying they say like J. Cole is boring.
No.
J. Cole is very dope, but like
he says, production is.
I think J. Cole is a very, very dope rapper, but like there's very few people that I would look at and say it's like imagine if I just made it to Arsenal. When I just started playing at Arsenal, I thought like, in fact, like I'm like Alex Iwobi, and I made it to the Arsenal first team. There's a level that Messi is at that you yourself have to say, man, this guy, this Messi. Like, it doesn't mean I can compete on the same pitch as Messi. It doesn't mean we're not going to win that match. But I feel that Kendrick Lamar technically is one of the best. He's one of the. I feel like, and I always say it's a very bold statement. I feel like Kendrick Lamar is like one of the best rappers that has ever lived, that has ever touched the microphone. I feel like he's an advancement on all the guys that I even looked up as greats. I feel like he's an advance. I feel like the same way, unfortunately, like, you know, a lot of people would have the comparison about the Jordans and the LeBrons or whatever. But I feel that, like, to me, Kendrick Lamar is as good as whoever you want to mention. Your Jay-Z's, your Nas's, your Biggie's, your whoever you want to mention. I actually feel is that dope. Like, you know, and I feel J. Cole is a very good, like, he's a great rapper. He's a great rapper, but would I think that like J. Cole is better than like Hove? No, but I would put Kendrick Lamar in that box.
Better than Hove.
Yeah, I'll put him in that box. Yeah.
Like
Someone said something that like J. Cole is like Nas, but like Hove is always Hove.
Yeah.
Like Hove is Hove to everybody. You know, big brother. Thank you very much, guys,
That's for having
for
us.
coming on the show.
Yeah, man, thanks for having us.
You got like some shots?
Yeah, let's do those shots, man. Let me get my
If
shot.
you want some Blanco,
Yeah, man.
so
Blanco.
go for you.
Now, I'll do the. Oh,
Yeah?
Yeah, go for me. Thank you. Thought you gave me the Blanco.
Okay, so let's toast to some new music.
Right.
What's new music from you guys?
New music, Palm Wine Music 2.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Palm Wine Music 2. It's going to be out very soon. Very, very soon.
Next couple months.
We've got like some amazing, I won't start saying who's on the project because we'll release the track list soon, but some amazing artists were able to bless. Palm Wine Music is actually just us collaborating with artists that we like and that fit this Palm Wine vibe. So we got some amazing artists featured on the project, and I think that it takes the whole Palm Wine Music experience to a whole nother level.
It's Sparks Prince.
Yeah, everything, yeah.
Everything sparks.
Yeah, it's new Sparks.
Man, Salute.
Cheers. Cheers.
Oh, that's tequila.
Yeah, that's some strong shit.
Alright guys, there you have it. This has been Bants with ARTV. We had the legendary Shootem Camp in the building. Round of applause to them.
Yes, sir.
Much love, guys.
Bless, man.
Tech,
Yes, sir.
Ghost.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you, man.
So you should give us some beats. ARTV, you already know.
You know what? I'm glad we have that on camera.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, thank you guys. God bless.
Man. Yeah, man.
Peace.
Make you celebrate life with a passion, Joe.
It's up to you.